What up, y'all? Today's video, we're going to talk about how to turn $17 PDFs into extremely profitable cash generating assets. On this channel, I talk about how to get to $100 to $300 profit a day selling digital products. Not 25K a month, not 50K a month. I didn't make 5K yesterday selling digital products. Go search there if you're trying to find out how to do that. I don't know how to do that. And to be honest, I don't think a lot of those guys are really doing that. But I think you can realistically get to $100 to $300 profit a day. So if you're interested in that, pay close attention. We're going to talk about an equation that if you figure out, you will unlock the ability to get to these profitable days. At the end of the video, I'll show you 5 quick hitters that you could just implement straight into your business. So stick around for that. Let's go. So here is what people generally think when it comes to digital products. You're going to make something. It's going to be $17. It's going to be 20 bucks or whatever. And you're going to get customers in some way for like 12 bucks, for 10 bucks. And you're just going to make $5 over and over and over. I used to see tweets about this a lot of all it takes is 100 sales at $3 profit and you make 300 bucks a day. Yeah, somewhat true, I guess, but very unlikely that that's going to get you there. Maybe in a fairy tale land that happens, but the reality is your CAC will go up, which is your cost to acquire a customer. And your job is to raise your LTV, your lifetime value of a customer, far more. I've gave 2 little scenarios here. One on the left, your CAC rises, and all you have is this front end product, this $17 thing. See how fast this gets out of control, because you're not going to get customers for $12 forever. You might not ever even get them like that one time. So this is going to go up. And if you don't fix this LTV, have more stuff to sell people on the back end, basically, you're screwed. When scenario 2, your LTV slowly goes up over time as you add more stuff, as you optimize the stuff you have, and the CAC is just not a big of a deal. Because if it rises, that's fine because your LTV is also rising. And you can sustain scaling when your CAC rises because you know your LTV is good. So how do we raise the LTV quick and easy? Well, I want you to kind of keep 2 goals in mind before you make your ads, before you build anything. Or maybe you're already running a product, just try to keep these in mind. One, you want a 2-to-1 LTV to CAC ratio. Because our goal kind of is put $1 into Facebook, you get $2 out. And that's all ideal. It's going to be tough to run it like that because we don't have these $5,000 high ticket backends, which, you could build that out, but we're just looking to make the most out of each individual customer in all these different ways possible, just slamming them with different products in different ways, just trying to juice it out. Also, a $250 front end funnel minimum. Some people will buy the full funnel in one shot. This is literally happened this morning. I was trying to get proof together for this video, but I couldn't figure out how to actually put it up there without kind of revealing the details of the person or the price and names of my product. It was just impossible to do that. But pretty much what happened is my front end funnel minimum is $190, right? It's a pretty new offer. So that's all I've got. The person went through this morning and bought every single product in 10 minutes, paid me 190 bucks. And when I started the day, I had sold one front end product. I was down 80 bucks, spent $110, got back 30. But this guy comes through, buys the whole 200 bucks, and now I'm profitable for the next 8 hours. I'm not going to spend that much money. So think about stuff like that. If somebody comes through and buys the whole funnel, which they will, that saves your day. And kind of on top of that rule, if you're thinking about the ad spend budget, that could be another problem you're having. How much money do I spend per day? You can also just spend the equivalent to your whole funnel. Because if someone buys it each day, it's just going to negate the ad spend. So if you have a $50 funnel value, which is terrible, I wouldn't recommend you do that. Spend $50 a day. So whatever your ad spend is, make sure someone can pay you your full day's ad spend in one shot. I don't know where I heard that. It was a long time ago, but I think that's extremely valuable. I've made an illustration here as well to show you how this kind of looks, because I think it's hard to really see how this looks because not a lot of people are going to buy your full funnel. So the $250 or whatever is kind of irrelevant. But the better thing to look at is just how much each thing contributes to the customer. For a long time, I didn't use word bumps because I thought, well, maybe it'll drop my conversion rate and I won't be able to get as many people through the door. But that's completely wrong way to look at that, because as you can see, if you just have a $27 order bump that gets taken at 40%, you're front end 17 bucks, the contribution per customer on that order bump is almost as much as a full front end. So it's almost getting 2 customers at once. Same with the upsell 2. If you have affiliate stuff, emails, if you have high ticket on the back end, not even high ticket, but just a little mid ticket $500 thing you could sell through talking to customers, your LTV goes up really quick. And this is the most basic funnel possible. You can raise the price on basically all this stuff. You can put down sells on all this stuff, but that's $75 right there of this very basic setup. So before you do anything, keep all that in mind. So how this works long term, you have this scenario where you have no back end and somehow, let's just say somehow you got a $12 cost to acquire a customer. You make $17 each time. You make $500 profit because you're lazy, because you don't want to build a backend, because you don't want to optimize the backend. For one, that scenario will almost never happen. You're just going to lose money if you do that. But consider backend where you have a $75 AOV, LTV, just simple stuff. The stuff does not take long to make at all. Products are fast to make. You can make them with AI. Pages are simple to make. You can make them with AI. And that's all you have to do. Email sequences can be written with AI. Very simple stuff. And the important part of this whole equation is your CAC will likely not be $12. It will be more. And it will always go up over time. That's a universal rule that your cost to acquire a customer will go up unless you just somehow become way better at marketing, which hopefully you do, but it's not likely that you will. So one thing you can control is how much shit you sell in the back. So focus on that. So the important part of the video, 5 ways to hit your 200% ROI fast. 1, add your order bumps. If you don't have order bumps, add them. Try 1. If 1 works, try 2. Test 3. It says test up to 3. Test 5. I don't care. Test as many as you can. More order bumps will just automatically improve your front end because people will take those. They're already bought into the product. All they have to do is tap to add it to it. And if you already are, maybe you have high converting order bumps, raise the price. Try to do more and then just measure how much it contributes per customer. Number 2, raise your upsell price. If the take rate is 20%, hopefully you have upsells for selling digital products, but you need to have an upsell. If the take rate's 20%, 30%, raise it by $10. Keep raising until you see it has a negative contribution. Like you've raised it too much. Now 5% of people take it. It doesn't actually add that much money to my whole like LTV AOV situation. Build your email sequence. You can build this with AI, re-promote your upsells, immediately send it back to the customer. Hey, you want to grab this thing, whatever you have to put there. Push affiliate offers. You can go to ClickBank. You can go to WAP. You can go to all these places where you can find affiliate offers that pay pretty well. If they align with your offer, push those on the back end. Generate a little sequence for each affiliate offer. Ideally, your email definitely brings in $5 to $10 a customer. I'm not even great at this. I have over 1,100 people on my email list, my front end products. And I just didn't really care about email enough. I've made less than $2,000 off that. So less than $2 a customer. Really not good. But in the future, I'm gonna be doing way more email stuff. I've already built it out for another offer and just trying to just hammer people with emails. They bought your stuff. They want you to email. So make your emails. Number 4 is add a mid-ticket offer, something that's $500, $1,000. If you want to make it more and you want to get on the phone, call people, definitely do that. But if you want to keep it simple, you can just text people or email them one-on-one. You can sell something that's $500, $600, $1,000, depending on your niche and how custom, how much the solution is, that you're giving these people. And it's going to be a low percentage. You're probably not going to convert a ton of traffic like that, but when you do, it's very well worth it. If your front end's $25, for example, and you sell this $500 thing on the back, that's basically like getting 20 new front end customers, which that would cost a lot of money to do that otherwise. So super low effort and super high return. And then number 5 is know your audience. Rich, broke, like what kind of niche are they in? Do they pay recurring? Are these the type of people who will pay $15 a month, $20 a month? I haven't talked much about like recurring backend stuff, but I've just found that extremely hard to convert people with that. And if you do that, you kind of have to run it. So how much are you going to charge? How many customers you get per day? How many you're going to convert? It's difficult to do that. You have to have some type of fulfillment to do recurring, but figure out what they actually buy and build the back end around that. I wish I could give a good example on the spot. And to be honest, I didn't put a ton of planning into this video overall. Just kind of wanted to brain dump what I've learned and the mistakes I've made selling digital products, but find out what they like, find out what kind of stuff they already pay for, and that it wouldn't be such a stretch for them to buy either higher ticket, mid ticket, or recurring they would pay for anyways. But I hope you guys learned a lot from this video today. Like, comment, subscribe, please. Appreciate it for sticking around. Peace.